centuries of coexistence, shared prophets, and divine revelations. So why do Jewish communities steadfastly resist embracing Islam? Behind the politically correct platitudes lies a story of theological fire, historical bloodshed, and identities forged in flames. This isn't about tolerance. This is about truths buried deep. The Quran honors Jews as people of the book, yet Judaism's covenant with Torah law is non-negotiable. Rabbinical teachings, like Maimonides' 13 Principles, declare altering divine commandments apostasy. Imagine a 3,000-year-old identity rooted in survival, exile, pogroms, Holocaust, each trauma cementing loyalty to tradition. Islam's call to Tawhid, oneness of God, clashes with Judaism's view of Muhammad's prophethood. The 7th century Battle of Khaybar, where Jewish tribes rejected Prophet Muhammad's ultimatum, echoes in today's theological stalemate. Scholar Reuven Firestone notes in Jihad, the origin of holy war in Islam, that such events framed Judaism as a closed faith, flashed to 12th century Andalusia. Under Almohad rule, Jews faced a brutal choice: convert, flee, or die. Maimonides' family escaped, but countless others succumbed. Fast forward to 1839 Morocco. Synagogues burned, Jews forcibly Islamized. These aren't isolated incidents. Historian Mark R. Cohen, in Under Crescent and Cross, reveals how forced conversions under Islamic empires bred generational distrust. Trauma lingers. Modern Jews equate religious outreach with historical violence, even if unintended. A 2021 Pew study shows 83% of Jews view their identity as ethnically immutable, not just faith. In 2023, 94% of American Jews marry within their faith. Why such defiance in a secular age? Psychologist David Eagleman calls it tribal epigenetics, a survival instinct hardwired after millennia of persecution. For Jews, converting risks erasing not just belief, but a peoplehood. Meanwhile, Israel's political clashes with the Muslim world amplify distrust. Yet, here's the twist. Muslim scholars like Sheikh Abdullah bin Bayya advocate interfaith dialogue, citing the Prophet's treaty with Jews at Medina. But treaties fade. Trauma does not. In Judaism, people are often discouraged from studying comparative religion, as it's seen as a threat to their faith. From childhood, Jewish children are taught that they are the chosen people, superior to all other nations, and the favorites of their God. This deeply ingrained belief system creates a psychological barrier to considering other religions, including Islam. Additionally, the Jewish community places a strong emphasis on preserving their cultural and religious identity, which is seen as integral to their survival as a people. This is why the percentage of Jews converting to Islam is significantly lower compared to other religions like Christianity, where the theological and cultural barriers are less rigid. Now, let's go deeper. The destruction of Jerusalem by Nebuchadnezzar in 586 BCE was a catastrophic event that shattered Jewish identity. The temple, the center of their religious life, was destroyed, and the Jews were exiled to Babylon. This event is seared into Jewish collective memory as a moment of divine punishment and a test of faith. The trauma of exile and the struggle to maintain their identity in a foreign land became a defining feature of Jewish history. Fast forward to the Rabbinic period, where Jewish leaders, in the absence of the temple, began to reinterpret and expand upon the Torah. This period saw the creation of the Talmud, a vast compilation of rabbinic discussions and interpretations. While the Talmud is revered, critics argue that it strays from the original message of the Torah, adding layers of human interpretation that sometimes serve the interests of the rabbis more than the divine will. The Quran itself addresses this issue, accusing some Jewish leaders of altering the scriptures for their benefit. Surah Al-Baqarah 279 states, "So woe to those who write the scripture with their own hands, then say, 'This is from Allah,' in order to exchange it for a small price. Woe to them for what their hands have written, and woe to them for what they earn." This verse highlights the Quranic perspective that some Jewish leaders have manipulated divine messages for personal gain.